I say to you, what a wonderful time of day it is. So, current affairs. What's going on in the fake news world? A whole heap of bullshit, I would imagine. Okay, the Kim and Putin meeting. I would say it would be good if you could discuss something to do with me in saying, how do we get Martin a part of our team? And as for me, what do I want to do? Well, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm happy just to get a job at ASUS or ASIO, work full time for a couple of years and say that I want to go to part time so I can work on my business. Have I blown my chances by putting up ridiculous movies of me going to another world? Well, at the end of the day, they can play hardball, but I think I'd be an asset. At the end of the day, how we got to look at it, as every one of these intelligence companies all around the world, how many of them can say that they have one member of their team that Kim Jong-un, President Trump, President Putin, and President Xi, to say the least, in total, want to meet? So we've got to look at it like that. So today's intelligence update. Okay, how to be intelligent. Well, I would like to say that we should all start adding to our vocabulary. That's right. Pick out a word that you don't know. Number one could be write out in your textbook, blank textbook, what you think it means. Secondly, write down the definition when you look it up. Then write a sentence to make myself sound profound. And another one to make me sound intelligent. And another sentence, how to make me sound smart. And then another one, how I can use this word in a sentence to help my situation. So, I'm only 32, turning 33. I would like everyone around the world to celebrate. I'm going to get my birthday planned. I've got to save up. I've got to have probably 3 weeks off Roger. And basically, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to do updates. I'm thinking of keeping it small. So I might just have John McGregor, say James Doran, Chris Mister, Dan. And I want to probably have it at Dan's place to start with. We'll have dinner, we'll have a chat, we'll have some wines, or we'll get into the spirits. And then what I'll do is, I wouldn't mind us recording a session of us talking about stuff. So world topics and everything like that. We'll probably head out. So this will be on the 5th of July. And basically we'll head out and I'll hope to meet some people from some agencies or whoever. So 5th of July is Universal Peace Day. It's the representation of my birthday of a human from someone from somewhere else that cared to march on, singing for the know how to be, to sing how it is 'cause we are marching and we are singing, 'cause we are, my friend. So, fuck. I make a speech. Someone goes, so mister, can one person change the world? I say, well, one person's idea can, but it takes a shit ton of other people to work with it. So I probably wouldn't say shit ton, but for all the people out there looking out after me, for protecting me, God bless you. God bless your family. Let the ETs protect you and guide you as well as your family and keep you safe and secure. And to know that every good aspect of you I want to learn and add it as a part of me. And in doing so, it should be vice versa. So, the other night I saw a craft flashing. Tonight I saw a craft that looked fairly big, bigger than a plane, going quite fast. And for how big it was in the sky, there was no sound of it. And it was a dead still, dark, cold night. So you would have heard it for how big it looked. So I'm under constant surveillance. I don't pay them that much attention. They're probably happy to see me have made such an impact. And they're like, Martin, really, we just want to see you with your family. And, you know, how cool is that? And I want people out there to have a good time, you know? So anyone out there who's in communities or whatever, come out on my birthday, shout me some confidence, and it better not be a nerve agent. All right, better not be no brush attached to it either. So no funny tricks, but to know you have to supply your own, because I'm not that stupid. So what is the meaning of life? Well, the meaning of life is subjective to the aspect, to its innateness, to ever somehow change to a degree based upon your time and your experience, based on your environment, to walking through a different fragment of space to time to So I was looking at a movie I made up on the internet. I think I'm going to go for a job at some intelligence community tonight. I don't know. You know, if someone said, Martin, what is the key quality of the core that is a part of you to make you smart and as intelligent as you are? Well, I'd have to say you have to be curious. You've got to try. You've got to do it out of the nature of being like a kid. And you've got to be sharing. And you've got to want to see good in others, and good things happen to the people that you care about. But not only that, to the people you possibly could care about if you tried ever morning to say how to you it was meant for me, to the knowing it was to the drones singing it. So, Kim Jong-un, sorry. Okay, for instance, I think you know English, because I would say that you'd be smart to go, well, I'm not just trusting what someone else has to say, so I might learn it. But you obviously would have a translator that would know the English language to a high degree, because even if I knew North Korean, like Korean language, to a degree, and if I could study for 5 years to know it, I would probably still want someone there beside me to sort of, because why would I? Because someone could pull up a word in a sentence that I didn't know about. Listen to this, Kim. How many people in Australia or America know what the word collusion means? They're somehow thinking they're talking about the conclusion So, you know, I think, Kim, what we have to do is we have to plan like I'm coming over quick, but is to know it's going to take a long time, because we have to get people used to the idea. And, you know, if you were to offer me some land, I might say to Australia, hey, for the people that have protected me and for the people that have helped me, I want to employ you. And, you know, people might go, hunting 500 billion for Tasmania. You know, fucking oath. That's more money than Tasmania's ever going to make, even in 1,000 years. And I'm like, well, hey, 2012, I knew I was backed up in space. 2012, I took the red pill and said that we were not relative to each other. And basically, there was an AI hack. And what you think? Channel. Keep in with your mind. So when Trump said that North Korea is one of those places it's hard to know what's going on, but with what they do have, he's talking about technology. And that's it. Your smart TVs, your phones and laptops with the recording to recording. So you've seen my movie script for Interdriven. In the movie, there's going to be people that want to push to step on the toes of people that have powers within the IMCs. And there's people of all ages getting on porn. Even people, and it's all recorded. And it's recorded no matter what. And it's saved to a hard drive, many hard drives. And in the movie, we're not going to point the blame to anyone, but we're going to have people within that folder, within that area, that we're going to blame. So we're not, you know, if people did investigating for another 3 years after to come to the conclusions, they probably would go, okay, that's who they were. But we're going to make everyone spiritual. So, you know, I want to work on my emotional intelligence. I tell you one thing, from going through this hurdle of mental health to the war that it created, that I tell you, I understand the people in the military and the defense force, how that you feel shut off in your emotions to share with your partner, to go get romantic. And that's what it does. I've been to war. I've been to fucking war. And now looking at it now, to all the things unsaid, but to what I perceive in my faith of reality, that it was all worth it. And George Bush, that movie that I watched, that you're talking about the quail, you better be careful. Because I tell you what, you better be careful. Okay, and that's all I've got to say about that. But anyway, you know, scenario 1, you walk in and meet someone, one person. Scenario 2, you get told about one individual that's going to walk into your room, which was the same one as scenario 1. But B2, that tells you about B1, who's going to walk into your scenario, they tell you a bit of advice that could be bad. You see B1 in scenario 2, and you have the conclusion of it, how it happens. You have scenario 3 of B2 talking about B1, and it's good. And you've got to go about it to say, hey, each scenario of those would be different, could be different. For me, I don't try and listen to what I read between the lines. Because when you read between the lines, you get access to having the lines as a treat. So that's why I do it, and it works out. Sometimes I even cheat the system, say, hey, can I have my lines first before I read the lines? You only want me to read a chapter, but I'll read 10,000. So, Julian Assange, WikiLeaks out there. What you need to do, WikiLeaks, is start finding out who the intelligence communities, who the government are wanting to reprimand and to find out information about, and to know that if you have access to look at everything, then why don't you go hunting in areas to find out those people, and you can just put it in a folder and say, from wherever, from WikiLeaks, much love, here is the evidence of what it is. We'll put it in the folder, we'll send it out in emails, we'll send it out in the mail as a hard copy. And what you need to do is start helping to get Julian into basically a safe zone. Hey, I was in a position that if I didn't have my spiritual awakening to experience God, to what come to conclusions, I could have found myself in a grave. But you know, if I was to go full bore like I was before, I probably would have been killed. But I had some time away, and now Trump is holding the gauntlet, Putin's holding the gauntlet, Kim, you know. I don't just talk about these people because I want to pick them as a subject. I actually care about them. I actually think they're good people. You know, and when I saw the vesting news of what Trump said about Kim, and then what Kim said to him, like, Kim actually said it quite intelligent, but the reason was, do I personally say rubbish? Yes, sometimes. Do I say things condescending? Do I say things wrong to the know-how? Yes, I do. So, I'm going to make a prayer right now. Dear God, dear higher self, let me be connected to you and connected to the other prophets, and through the dark energy to getting to the core of the dark matter. Let us do it in time. Let it be no time. Let us see what we can do for the people that are marching, for the people holding hands, for the people that are screaming at the top of their voice, singing, we want freedom, we want oneness, over containment, intent over energy equals the massive speed of light to conscious connection. It is infinite if participated, and it goes on. Love you, everyone. Sing you a song. So catch you later, guys. Take it easy and peace out. And know that we need more women on the intelligence community, because there's only one of me, and women are the best thing, because guess what? They bring life into the world of being a mother. They can be a mother, or they could potentially just be female. But guess what? If it came to the decision on whether something bad was going to happen to you, and it was up to a female, your life would probably be saved more times over by them than some cunt that's got a dick. So catch you later.